Hey everyone, this is me, Mai. Please ignore the Amazon boxes in the background. We are in the middle of doing some late spring cleaning, even though it's like summer right now. But anyway, just wanted to do a video for you today and see what's showing up. So, this is specifically for those of you that have been feeling a little bit stuck, I would say, that need a little bit of a push to move forward. That's what Spirit has been telling me. So if that's the case for you, please stick around. All right, so we're looking at three aspects. We're looking at your physical, mental, and your spiritual. And then we're gonna do an additional card. I don't know if I want to do it from a different deck. Let's go ahead and do it from a different deck actually. And just for clarification. Ooh. All right, excellent. So for your physical over here, we are seeing the Eight of Discs. Try to really take in the image that is showing up on the card. For your mental, we have the Eight of Cups. And then for your spiritual, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. All right, so let's get to the first one. The first one that is showing here, for me, it looks like you actually have the physical drive or the physical energy here to move forward. It's something a little bit beyond it. The colors that I'm seeing over here are very bright. I see that you are taking care of yourself right now, but for some reason, something else just isn't clicking. So your self care over here looks very good, actually. Like, I commend you for that. And I see that a lot of what you've been reaping before has been, or what you've been sowing before has been, you're reaping it right now. So if it's been, I see a lot of growth actually. I don't see much blockage. I feel like there needs to be something, and we just don't know what it is specifically. So we're really going to investigate this right now because I feel like you think that you're putting in everything that you really had to, right? Like you're taking care of yourself. For some of you, you're eating really well. Um, you're going to specialists. If there's something that's showing up that's really bothering you, you're going to a specialist too. Acupuncturist, massage therapist, the doctor, whatever, a therapist even, because it's all connected, right? At the end of the day. So I see you doing all of that. And every now and then perhaps there is something popping up. I just got the message where it's like something that was like calcified in your body for a very, very long time, or maybe being released. So every now and then you get these days where you're just like really fatigued, or you just feel very burnt out, you feel very sensitive or overwhelmed, or you're getting some other sort of symptoms. But whatever you're doing whatever you're getting is like a confirmation that it's working. Whatever you're doing right now with your body is working. So keep at it. Let's not change that variable just yet, okay? Let me just take a sip. I got some Coke. I'm definitely not taking care of my body. Your girl needs some caffeine. All right, so you're emotional. We have the Eight of Cups. So I think we're kind of getting close to it right now, okay? I see. I see that there's some sort of sorrow or deep longing for something that you just have not found yet. There's like, just look at this card. It's so like dark and deep and gives like a very gloomy, kind of broody feeling, you know? So it's like even though you're pursuing all of these things on the outside, you're still not really getting to the root of it. And this goes extremely deep. When we get the ocean, any like watery imagery, I would say, and then you get the clouds on top. This is very, very deep rooted. It's not going to be something that you just uncover like by going to the doctor or by going to a specialist just one time. I think this is something that you have to work on um, over a very, very long period of time by showing up for yourself. Yeah, we can eat really well, we can exercise. You know how some people say you can't like out exercise a bad diet? I feel like you can't out exercise and out eat. I wouldn't say a bad, but a bad, like an ailment in your soul. Something is going on in the noggin and in the soul, and I feel like you really need to recover it. Perhaps this could be um, this could be depression. Maybe you're not giving yourself specific things that you really need. Maybe you're stuck in a job that is not helping you progress in world. Maybe it also seems like you're lacking. It also seems like there are outside influences in your life. Like, for example, there's people around you who are going through the same kind of emotion. Maybe you're caregiving for someone who's deeply sorrowed. But Spirit is telling me to pour your own cup first. So, bookend. If you're seeing this person, if you're talking to this person, yes, I know that this person's very close to you, you deeply care about them, you love them, etc. But I think on the way, you're being affected a lot. I'm also seeing maybe there's something to do with like addiction. And this doesn't have to be like a substance related addiction, it could be an addiction to anything. I'm seeing something related to feeling rejected. Yeah, and the main message that I'm seeing over here is pour your own cup. Pour in your own cup, fill your own cup. Pour your own cup. No, don't pour your own cup toward, I mean, you know what I mean. I think at this point you just need to bring attention back to yourself, because I think you're giving it a lot, and the only way that you're caring for yourself is physically. When it goes a lot deeper than that, I think the physical thing is really nice, but you're expecting everything to be fixed because you're taking care of this. This kind of happened to me I kind of relate to it in the sense that this happened to me, I would say, a while ago. This was like, and this is so ridiculous now that I think about it, like this was back in around 2014, 2015. I, became plant-based, and I was doing like all these like intense cleanses and all of these things like liver detoxes and smoothies and juice fasts and all of that, and I thought that would fix whatever issue I had. And my issue got worse, and I was so angry. I was so angry at all the people that were like, giving me tips on, or just giving me testimonies on how like a juice fast cured their whatever. And I got so mad at them because I was like, it happened to you. Why can't it happen to me? And then later on, I realized there were so many other issues that I was going through at that point. Like, when you really look at the big picture, I was dealing with an actual, like, mental health crisis that I had to see a therapist for, like a very specific, specialized therapist for. And even after that, it took me a good like 8 or 9 months to finally come to the point where I felt like I was mentally stable. And I mean, I still kept, I don't do it as extreme. I take care of my health in a more holistic, balanced way. But I still do it. And I think that put together with therapy, with, so many other things, with my art, all of it has finally got the ball rolling. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would advise you to really look at the noggin. I think the noggin is what's blocking you. Because from what I'm seeing over here, your spiritual aspect, we have the Knight of Wands, but it's reversed. So spiritually, oh my gosh. So the Knight of Wands, when it's upright, is like the card of just gung ho, going for it, as fast as you can, really just like with, what is that? Something blazing, with their flags blazing or whatever that saying is. I think you know what I'm talking about. But right now, Spirit is telling you to, guns blazing, that's the word. Spirit is telling you to slow the F down. Because Spirit can wait. Maybe there are certain answers that you're asking God, universe, divinity right now. And the answer that divinity is giving you is to look at yourself, what's going on with you mentally. And I'm telling you this also, don't just, maybe start off, I don't know, start off with self-help, whatever, but go to someone who's specialized. If you feel like you don't have the time, I'm going to tell you, seeking help from someone, like seeking help, like from a professional or whatever. We've all done it. I've done it, my best friends have done it. Everyone that I know who is like, I feel like they have, they're like deeply content with themselves. They also have stuff to work on. I also have stuff to work on. But, they've gone to therapy, they've done stuff, maybe if like you are dealing with something that's related to addiction, like maybe go to a 12-step meeting or something. But find help, get help. Journal, ponder, meditate on what is this deep rooted thing that's in me, that's making me feel this way. I think, yes, spirit is pushing you towards that. Spirit is pushing you to slow down with your like physical, and of course, if this doesn't resonate, you can click off. But for those of you that, it does resonate with, that's what I'm telling you. Like, just give yourself, give your mind a break, give your mind some attention. Maybe you're wearing down your body by caring a bit too much about it, and your head, your emotions are crying out for your attention more. So, yeah, I hope that this resonated with you. This is like, whenever you come across it, it will be of value, I hope. And yeah, if you resonated with it, please go ahead, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe as well. And also, I do have personal readings. I offer that. I have an Etsy with that, as well as my artwork. So definitely check that out if you're interested. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.